Okay, someone asked me about how much ceiling clearance do you need in order to install or in order to have one of these NordicTrack incline trainers. I've got the X22i, and as you know, it can go up to 40% incline. So I'm going to go ahead and do some measurements, and this way you'll see how much space you need, how much head space. All right. So first, I'll go ahead and measure it at a level. It's got 0% incline. All right. So I'm gonna have this like right here, and if you look, and I'll bring this right at eye level. If I've got this right, it looks as if just a little bit over 12. So I can look later and take a look, but it looks like 12 and a little bit over a fourth. So it looks like 12 and 1, 2, and 3/8. That would go. Would you agree? No, let's say that's 12 and a half. So that's 12 inches, 13 inches. That's a half right there. So I'd say 12 and 3/8 is how much space you would need. 12 and 3/8 inches. Now, if you're going to be standing on these rails, then you're going to need more space because these rails are above the treadmill. So let's see how tall these are. So if you're standing on the rails, you're looking at about 13 and a half. A little bit more, a little bit less, depending on your shoes. All right? So now let's get to the fun part. Oh, it turned off. Let me turn it back on. There's a switch right over there. You see it? Okay. So I'm going to I'll be right back once this powers up. All right, we're back. Let me go ahead and step off the treadmill. This should be coming up any second. And once it comes up, we'll set the incline to 40%. All right? So once again, let's go to the front here and do a quick measurement. Whoa. Sorry. Excuse. That's me right there. Hi. All right. All right. That's me doing everything here with one hand. I'm going to drop to the floor. Excuse me. And I'm going to take a measurement for the front. Normally, you won't be standing here. But even when it inclines, it comes up here, so you might be. So let's take again, that's about 13 and a half, but that's for the side rails. Okay, so now let's go ahead and bring the incline to 40. Here we go. 1, 2, and now you can see actually how long it takes. 40% incline is quite a lot. You run on there, or you even walk on there, you're going to be tired. It's not that noisy. Let me take you underneath. There's your motor. You don't get many people doing videos underneath their treadmill. Actually, I haven't really been under my treadmill that often. It's a little dusty. Oh wow. I've got to clean that up. So whoever asked for these questions, thank you. Wow. Yep, my apologies. I didn't expect anybody in my house, especially underneath my treadmill, but I'll just clean that. And as you can see, there's the motor, and it's pretty solid. You see how that thing is moving? And as it moves, it pushes out. All right, where are we at? Let's see. Yeah, that's pretty high. Oh yeah, you better have some tall ceilings. You better have at least some ceilings that aren't that low. Okay, let's see if it's at 40% incline. Actually, it doesn't say anything, but it is. So let's do our measurement now. Let's see. So if we get to the very, very top, which we won't be, let me turn it slightly. It's a little bit, oops, excuse me guys. Well, actually, you won't be higher than this top of the belt. So it's about, let's say 31 inches to the top of the belt. But even if you're standing like right here, which you won't be, because this is like really, let's say that's about 28. And if you come here, which is more like where you'll be standing maybe, what do we got? That's about 28 as well. Let's see. No, it's actually about 27. Make sure I'm holding this straight. Or like 25, 26. So most of the time you'll be standing like right here. Actually, I'll touch this. You'll be standing like right here because if you look, there's the console and maybe you're standing right here. So I'll give you a measurement right about here. All right. And again, this is the measurement to the plastic. So I'd say 29 and a half, 29 and 3/4 if you're standing way at the top. And that's to the edges where you put your feet to rest. It's not the belt. So if you really, really are concerned, I would say 30 inches. You give yourself 30 inches off the ground, and that's to include where the belt is to begin with, which is pretty high, over a foot. But I'd say about 30 inches, which is about what, 3 feet? A little bit less than 3 feet. And then you should be good to go with your ceilings. All right. Hopefully that helped. And now I'll show you how long it takes to go back down to 0. Actually, what I'll do is I'll take a measurement when it's at -6. This way you can see the difference. So as you can see, the adjustment isn't immediate. It takes some time, but it's solid. I've never had any issues with the incline. One time I started it and it was at a -%. So I just ran through the calibration, which it's in your maintenance section. If you go, you don't even have to be in privileged mode. All right. What I'm going to do is once this goes all the way down, let me just pause it. I'll be right back. Okay, we're back at level. Let me go now and do a 6% decline, which is unheard of. You don't get many declines in treadmills, but you'll be able to see it actually dips pretty low for 6%. And I've run at 6%. It actually helps to run. Let me go ahead and get a measurement. So it's probably going to be less space.